A very good evening to all our viewers who are here with us. This is the match between the Kuwait under-19 versus Osmani. The Kuwait under-19, the young budding team, they have done fairly a good job, restricted the Osmani to less 8 runs and over, which they usually like to score. The Osmani team overall, they have managed to pick up 2 early wickets. So Abdul Motal and Nahid are the 2 gentlemen on strike. It will be the end of over number 8 for them. Osmani 52 for 2. So it's the young Haider who will be coming from the road end, and it will be Abdul, very experienced campaigner, likes to see off couple of balls early in his innings and then look to target the bowlers, but at the moment he's come at a very difficult situation. His team is 52 for the loss of 2 wickets, and both Nahid and him are the new players on the crease. So the under-19, dear viewers, have been a budding side. They'll be playing the World Cup qualifiers very soon, the month of February, against the likes of UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, Oman, and we hope that they qualify for the World Cups and play the Asian giants, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and many other teams, Australia, England, South Africa. It's going to be an interesting learning for them, this KCC FRiENDi Mobile T20 Premier League Division B. And Haider has done well so far, just a run conceded in the first 4 deliveries that he's bowled. For Nahid, Haider has a deep cover, long on, long off, well in place with a cow corner. He bowls it full, but Nahid couldn't make any use of it, just playing to the onside for a 1. So excellent weather conditions out there. 19 degrees is out there in Sulaibiya. That's a good looking shot of the back foot, but well done by the long off fielder. He will manage to keep it under 2. So it's the end of over number 9 for Osmani. They are 56 for the loss of 2 wickets. So Janat will be the new bowler, who's coming from the garden end for the under-19 Kuwait team. The Osmani, however, they won the toss and they elected to bat first. Clear intentions that they want to post a big total on the board. But the under-19 team, they have done well. These lads have been trained well by the coach, Speeder. So on behalf of the KCC board, we would like to sincerely thank our principal sponsors and partners at KCC for the ongoing domestic and international cricket season 2022 and 2023. FRiENDi Mobile, the title sponsor and naming rights partner for the Kuwait Nationals men's team and KCC domestic tournaments men's category. Stag Group, our broadcasting partner and associate sponsor for the KCC T20 Premier League Division B. MEC Study Group, our juniors cricket principal sponsor. Kuwait Swedish, our logistics and cleaning service partner. Al Hafiz Company, Print Solutions partner. T10 Sports, official clothing and kitting partner. Grand Hyper, food and beverage and refreshments partner. CricSlab, digital and tech partner. So it's Hassan Khan, beg your pardon, is the bowler. He's been introduced for the first time in this match. Comes with a good run up, but bowling it wide outside the trim line. It's a piece of advice from the captain of the under-19 team. So what does he have for Nahid Khan? They're preventing the onside because he likes to come and pull, as you see. Anything that will be off and middle, he will like to play it on the onside. Is Nahid Khan. He's very strong on his legs. Play and a miss. So he's come back well after conceding that wide. Just 5 runs in the 5 deliveries. The 4 deliveries, the legal ones that he's bowled. He will look to finish it. Well, will be Hassan Khan. So, stats of Hassan Khan, who's playing his very first match. He's played 1 match, beg your pardon. That's his 2nd match today. So, definitely he'll be under pressure and with some nerves as well. He's playing with the likes of Jay Kumar, Hit Kishore Bhai, the wicket keeper, Ethan Sanjay, the all-rounder, Melrick Vineet Sarao. So this is a complete under-19 side. We have the best opening pairs as well as some fine bowling, as you would have seen it today in this match. Janat Liange and Faisal Khirada picking up a wicket each of the Osmanis. That's a beautiful delivery to finish off. It will be the end of over number 10. Osmani 63 for 2. So coming back to the stats of the bowlers, Haider Ali Liaquat bowled 3 overs, given away 20 runs. Faisal Khirada picked up a wicket, 3 overs for him as well, 19 runs. And Janat Lianage, beg your pardon, he's picked up a wicket in the very first over that he was bowled, giving away 7 runs. So they've managed to keep the Osmanis quiet. We are halfway in the innings and they have just managed to score 63. Probably the projected score tells us that they would reach to 130. But definitely these Osmani batters would like to get some more runs. Appeal, but surely down leg. Let's wait for the umpire's confirmation. Was there a bat involved? Yes, looks like an inside edge of Nahid Mia. Punched on the back foot, but will only get him a 1. So Abdul Motal. And Nahid Mia, the two batters. Yes, that's a swing. There was no one back in the deep. Melrick is chasing after it, but he will give up the chase. It's a welcome boundary for Nahid Mia as well as Osmani. They needed this one from him, and they have looked to target Haider. 6 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Pressure now on this young lad, Haider Ali Liaquat. And Haider Haman is playing a decent innings, 20 runs in the 19 deliveries that he's faced. Then Abdul Salam, 6 of 8. Good looking shot, but there is a fielder to cut it off in the cow corner area. Beg your pardon, the long on was a bit wide or towards the cow corner region. So smart batting from Naid. He got a 4. The best way is to get a run and get off strike. Just short, one bounce straight to the near right extra cover. This is Abdul Salam, beg your pardon. Appeal, but surely down leg. It's going to be a leg by. Yes, so it will be the end of over number 11 for the Osmanis. They're 71 for 2. So now Nahid looking to target the bowlers. Definitely they would need to, if they have to get to around 150 or a 160. So good shot by Abdul. He wanted to push in the gap. The fielder tried it hard, but he pushed it away for a boundary. That's a good way to begin the over. And pressure back on Hassan Khan. He starts off giving a boundary. And this will lift the spirit of Abdul Salam. Scored 10 runs of the 11 deliveries that he's faced. The partnership slowly but steadily building. 23 runs in 23 deliveries. It's going to be re-ball again. Hassan Khan. It's 3rd wide so far. He's trying to keep it wide of the batters, but in that process is straying wide of the trim line. Some piece of advice from his colleague who came steaming in from the extra cover region. Let's have a look whether that advice has been useful. No, it is not. He was definitely on pressure by conceding the 4 runs. Osmani wouldn't mind it. They would like the runs to come as fast as possible. The projected score now tells us 140. The stats are brought to you with the technical things, dear viewers, by my colleague Sri Hari. He's been doing a great job. It's great service for the KCC. He's been there for all the matches that you can see live. So 6 runs, and it's only the first delivery. Comes round the wicket to Abdul Salam. A good delivery, good one in the block hole. So the under-19 team, they will feel that suddenly the momentum has been shifting. They were under control in the 7 overs, but since Naid Rahman had decided to push himself into another gear. The runs have been coming. So he has a long on and a long off with a fine leg. And there was a fielder. That's misfield again from the deep square leg fielder. He gave away the first boundary and he gave away additional run here. Could have been just a one. Something that the team coach would be looking to improve, especially on the fielding part. They'll be up against very strong teams in the qualifiers, dear viewers, when they play against the UAE, the Omanis, the Malaysians and the Singapores. And we hope that they qualify, but here he's given away 3 wides in this over so far. That's an appeal and it's taken. What a wicket in the form of a run out. Smart thinking by the wicket keeper. It is Het Kishore by the wicket keeper. And what a way to see the back of Abdul. He will be disappointed with himself, but nonetheless that's a priced wicket. So the under-19 team will be delighted in spite of this being an expensive over for them in the form of Hassan Khan bowling it, but nevertheless they managed to get a run out and Abdul Salam is back in the dugout. So it's a new batter, Rabiullah, who's come out to the crease. Or it's Rahmat Ullah, dear viewers, who is a very important batter for his team. He's just played 13 matches so far, but is a promising talent and his captain has a lot of faith on him. Captain for today for Osmani Abdul Salam. Beg your pardon, he's a wicket keeper and it's Mohammad Sumon, the captain for Osmani. Appeal, but definitely he had edged this one. To wait for the umpire's confirmation. Yes, definitely off his bat. With the end of over number 12. Osmani 83 for 3. There's some conversation between the umpire and Hassan Khan. Probably was walking down the danger zone. Reprimanded in the form of a warning. The umpires, dear viewer, Shahid Butt, you would see on the striker's end. So looks like it's going to be Janat who's come on to bowl. He picked up a wicket in the very first over that he had bowled. Can he produce a wicket for his captain Jay Kumar? Jay Mahesh Kumar, what a nice name and a promising talent. He's been coached by Mr. Peter for over a year to take this position, and the level of cricket in Kuwait has just been increasing with every month that we see many various tournaments, various leagues, various matches. A lot of support and efforts taken by the KCC board themselves. So what we see in the points table are Osmani, they've played 4 matches, have just won. I'm not able to win a match so far. They just have 1 run on the board in the form of a draw. And while we are speaking about them, it's Naid Mia who's getting the boundaries for them at the moment. He needs to look for support from the opposite end. That was a good shot. Took it on the full. And straight away there was big gap between the cover fielders and the long off. So coming back to the points table, the under-19 team, they've played 4 matches, won 2 matches. They'll be definitely looking to get 2 more here. A heavy loss to them against the Scorpions who decimated them and won comfortably by 6 wickets. So batting first, the under-19, they managed to just score 67 in the 20 overs, and Scorpions, they chased this down within 11 overs. But the dominating performance for the under-19 would be against the Marathi Bengal Tigers, and a close contest with the KCC where they won it handsomely on the last ball. So since then, couple of losses to Scorpion Kings and Shahid Bhagat Singh. Nevertheless, it's equal contest between Osmani and under-19 in this match. And we at the end of over number 13, they are 90 for 3. The Group 1, dear viewers, NCM Sports Club played 4 matches, they have 7 points. They are at the top of the table. Season Challengers played 5, they are at 6. The Royal Kings and the Cochin Hurricanes, 6 each. So it's an interesting situation there. They need to get better of the other only through the run rate. They have another couple of matches. But they just have 1 match each. The Season Challengers, Royal Kings and Cochin Hurricanes. So each team will play 6 matches, and the top 2 will be the ones going ahead. So NCM Sports Club, clearly they have the advantage. They have 2 matches to go and they're already at 7 points. Season Challengers with a very good net run rate, 2.461. They're second team on the table of Group 1. So it's Melrick Sarao who's come into the attack. He's a leg break spinner, this young champ. So Osmani, having won the toss, have not managed to have a free flow of runs. Yes, up in the air, a fielder at extra cover is interested. He drops it. Could you believe it? It was a simple catch for him. It was high in the air. He got a hand towards it but couldn't hold on. Here you would see the back of a hand release from Melrick. He caught it but couldn't hold on. So Rahmatullah survives and Nahid will do some damage with the boundary here. So he's managing to get those boundaries for his team, and with this he will raise his bat. It will be the Rahmatullah who's raising his bat to ask for another one. Seems that the drop catch, he thinks there's something wrong with his bat. That Nahid could get a boundary and he managed to only scoop one in the air. Shot, and that's up. But it will fall in no man's land. So Melrick under pressure stayed away after the boundary and he bowled it short. But lucky for Nahid, it fell in no man's land. The fielder at cover. It's way wide. Not usually the field is set out for, but this is a good looking shot from Naeed. It's a 6. So very expensive over for Melvin Sarao. He's conceded 14 runs with the ball to go. So straight away some discussions happening in the middle. Hit Kishore Bhai giving his piece of advice. He's been looking at this match very closely. And the keepers always have the best idea of the feet placement of batters. Plan to hit. Yes, that's a wide. The umpire did take a long time though for the keeper to have the ball well settled in his hands. So Naeed is looking on to put pressure back on these under 19 bowlers. Have been doing a fine job, and Melrick will finish this over at 16. So Osmani at the end of over number 14, they are 106 for 3. So tomorrow is going to be the exciting contest between season challengers and the NCM Sporting Club. Season challengers would definitely require 2 more points to make sure that they are at least in the first 2 of the group stages. Either they beat NCM and go to number 8 with 8 points, and hope that NCM would lose against the other team as well, and they'll have a match to play against. Definitely, even with season challengers, if they win, they have to win with a very good margin, because for NCM, they just need to win 1 match in the next 2 that they play to be on top of the table. On the back foot from Naeed Mia. Janat Liange comes back into that attack. He's bowled 2 overs, giving away 15 runs, picking up a wicket. And Rahmatullah. Good looking shot, but will it go in the air to the fielder? Yes. That's above him. At a moment, I thought that he jumped up in the air to take the ball. But Rahmatullah had enough distance on that one for it to go all the way for a 6. So again, pressure on the under 19 bowlers. That's a good tactic from these 2 batters. Again invited down the ground. It's going to be a 4, more than a 6. Definitely was flat hit. So the batter is getting on a move here, especially Rahmatullah. He's raced off to 15 runs in just 8 deliveries. And Osmani 119 for the loss of 3 wickets in 14.3 overs. They have 33 more deliveries to go. Once again, a good looking shot. But will it be taken? No, well over the long off fielder. So 3 6s in a row. And Janat Liange in some kind of pressure. It's there in the arc for Rahmatullah to hit him. That's better. That's really better. But what an eventful over, 20 runs in the 5 deliveries. And he still has an over to go. So Osmani, what a move here for them. The projected score at one point was 130. It's jumped up to 170. Again a good shot. Will it go for a maximum? Yes, it does. So Janat Liang is spoiling the good work done by all the other bowlers. And Nahid, well deserved 50 for him in just 32 deliveries. So the score for Osmani moves on to 132 for the loss of 3 wickets. And 26 runs coming in that over of Jayant. Definitely the captain, Jai Mahesh Kumar. Not be pleased, but nevertheless, he'll have to be contented with what's on the board now. He has to get this attacking bowler. Faisal Kirada though, to come back into the attack, break this partnership which is looking dangerous for the under-19 team. Down the ground, and that's a good shot. He's only dealing in sixes. Is Rahmatullah at the moment at the crease. And what a way to begin the over. It's a boundary, beg your pardon, 1 bounce. The umpire has given it as a boundary. So a good start to the over. They need to pick up this wicket. And will the drop catch of Rahmat Usman, or Rahmatullah, beg your pardon, it's already proving out to be costly. Can he do some more damage? Is this young batter again down the crease? Smartly done. Took it on the full. He knew there was no one in the deep at third man. That's a welcome boundary. So 2 and 2. And he's raced off to 30 runs and 12 deliveries. So this is good batting from the Osmanis. After on halfway stage they were under 70, and since then they've managed to do well. The batter unhappy, he thought it's a wide. The umpire is the best judge. So nevertheless, 8 runs in the first 3 deliveries, a very good one for Osmani. They need a couple of more overs like these if they have to get to a score of 190 or probably 200 with the way they are going. Oh, what a good shot on the back foot, came down the ground, and that's a maximum. So this is some serious damage from Rahmatullah after being dropped by the under-19 fielder at the extra cover. He's going to thank him for this life. And the under-19 bowlers having no clue whatsoever on how to stop this. The current run rate, dear viewers, as you see, has jumped down from 6 to 9.32. Swing and a miss. So 14 runs and with a delivery to go. So the over from Melrick. Since then its tables have turned. The Osmanis now the dominant of the two. Again down the ground, a shot, but he's picked up at the extra cover. The same fielder who dropped him has now redeemed himself, but it's too late. The momentum has been shifted. It was hit very hard, And he manages to hold on. That's lucky. So the captain, Jai Mahesh Kumar, takes the catch. He dropped earlier, but nevertheless, it's the end of over number 16 for Osmani. They're 146 for the loss of 4 wickets. We all say in cricket, catches win you matches. They dropped the earlier one. But if it turns out to be costly or no, we'll have to wait and watch. And he's brought himself into the attack as the captain. On the back foot. Was there a chance at extra cover? They pick up 2 easy runs. Nahid Mia, beg your pardon. That's a shot, but there's a fielder there. He couldn't collect it cleanly, but it's a welcome boundary. So Nahid Mia does not stop from where Rahmatullah left. 6 runs, the pressure back on the captain Jai Mahesh Kumar of the under-19 team. Swinged it way too hard. Nahid Mia couldn't get the timing on that one. So he's come back good, Jai. After conceding that boundary, which could have been stopped. Once again, the fielder extra cover will let one go. 2 easy runs for the Osmanis. This over has given them 9 runs with a delivery to go. It's Al Islam, the new batter. Good looking shot, but straight to the fielder, long off. For a moment he managed to not collect it. That's sloppy from the captain again, Jai. There was a chance at the non-striker's end. They could have seen the back of Nahid Mia, but nevertheless, end of over number 17. Osmani 157 for the loss of 4 wickets. The partnership 11 runs in the 6 deliveries that they've been together. So score somewhere around 180 definitely on the cards, but they will get to 190 if they score 10 runs and over. It should not be difficult if we have Nahid Mia still on the crease. Can get that odd boundaries or 2 for this team. And Gautam is the new bowler. Be bowling over number 18. And he starts off with a short ball. Easy pickings for Nahid. Cannot bowl that one to this gentleman who scored 58 and 36. So this is what the Osmanis they like to do. Get a boundary or a 6 in the first 2 deliveries so that the pressure is on the bowler for the remaining 4. Swinged it too hard and way too early. Naheed. Gautam Pulakkal, the young budding spinner. Holds leg break up in the air. There will definitely be a chance, but it will fall in no man's land between the long on and the long off. So 2 runs for Naeed. They get 6. They need 4 in the next 3 deliveries. Again, short and loose. Naeed will be very upset. Yes, he is upset with himself. He missed out on that one. Could have been a 4 again. Lucky for Gautam Pulakkal. So 2 more deliveries to go. Osmani getting 7 runs in 4 balls. So for Al Islam, it's always going to be a simple thing from here on. Get a run and be on the non-striker's end. But if he gets a bad ball, he was not going to be missed on that one. Is Al Islam. Tossed up in the air, he played it. Did not get to where. Oh, what a catch! You have to see this replay again. Running catch, never too easy. There was Ethan. Also was going for it. So as I said, he wanted to heave it inside out over the cover region. The deep cover region, miss it. And straight to the fielder, was running from point. So wicket number 5 falls for Osmani. They had 165 at the end of over number 18. Definitely 180 are on the cards, but they would like to get to 190, get those 25 runs in the 2 overs that they will have. So it's the season of Christmas, dear viewers. 16th December it is. Already see the festivities around Kuwait. So Jai preferred to continue after conceding a very expensive over 12 runs in his previous over. But the good thing for him, there are 2 new batters at the crease. It will be Al Islam who would look to get those boundaries for his team. He doesn't have too many balls to look for. There's 10 more balls to go. And he starts off with a hit down the ground. The fielder long off, misses it completely. It is Gautam Pulakkal, the man. Definitely I had 4 eyes over there, but couldn't manage to collect it. Yes, disappointed. So they get to 170. We call wide. No, looks like it brushed off the pad of the batter. So good over for Jai. Just 4 runs and he still has 2 more deliveries to go. This is a good shot, confident shot, but did not get the elevation or the distance. But good running, I would say, and a back throw from Ethan in the deep. Jai was never in a position to collect it cleanly, resulting in 2 easy runs for the Osmani batters. The final ball of over number 19. Can they get a boundary? Good shot on the full, but stayed to the man at the deep mid-wicket region. It will be the end of over number 19. Osmani 172 for 5. So they won 180. And if they get to 8 runs in this over, they are 180. which, considering the first 7 overs, was always something that the captain Sumon of Osmani, even at the toss, if someone told him that he would get to 180 in the 20 overs, he would have happily taken it. But you can never ever, I would say never ever underestimate a young under 19 boys. They have beaten the likes of KCC. They would definitely not make things easier for the Osmanis. And as we speak, it's Mohammad Rafiq to bowl over number 3 and the penultimate over of the innings for Osmani. It's Jason here, dear viewers, in the combox, watching this match as enthusiastically as I speak. A level of enthusiasm with the under 19 boys, whenever they take the field, is always high. I love to see them perform. I love to see them struggle against good teams. That's what will make them perfect when they play the qualifiers in February. And this is going to be the key man. Mohammad Rafiq does not like to concede too many runs. He likes to be economical, but what would be required is also for him to pick up wickets, because wickets are a key. So he has a short fine leg, long on, long off. There's Ethan there in the extra cover region, the deep extra cover region. There's a mid wicket, deep mid wicket. So 5 fielders, 3 on the onside and 2 on the offside. Joy, there's a misfield. He went to get them that easy too. And Al Islam, more important, is on the crease and at the strike for the next 3 deliveries. So being a good over, just 2 runs. Osmani definitely 170 for them is what they would like to get. He's trying to way too hard. He's not got the timing right. Is Al Islam, and what a bad throw. Sloppy work from the fielder as well as the keeper, resulting in an additional run. So 2 more balls to go. We'll see the end of innings number 1. That's lucky, there was no one in the deep. Lucky for Mohammed. And they will happily take it as Osmani. They get to that 180 mark, 181 it is. Where the ball to go. It was a good over for Mohammad Rafiq. So 9 runs. Where the ball to go. He will just swing his bat to whatever comes, is Mohammad. So third man drops back. They get in the mid-on fielder. Swing and a miss. So end of over number 20 and the end of first innings for the Osmanis. They've managed to get 181 for 5. The batting summary brought to you by my colleague Shriari. Tawhidul Islam 16 for 24, Noor 17, Naid Miyad, the dangerous man 65, Abdul Muttalab 11, Rahmatullah was given a life by the captain Jai Mahesh Kumar, scoring 36 in just 16 deliveries, and An Islam playing a knock 16 and 12. The extras 15 for the under 19 boys, and Osmani at the end of over number 20 they get 181 for 5. The bowling summary for the under 19 Kuwait: Haider Ali 4 overs 27, Faisal Kirada expensive, picked up 2 wickets for 33, Janat Liang very expensive 26 in an over, that did give in, but picking up 1 wicket in the 3 overs, giving away 40 runs, and Gautam Pulakkal picking up 1 wicket and giving away 8 runs. So we'll head now towards a short break, and we'll be back live for the innings of the under 19 boys. Stay tuned, dear viewers. So once again, a very good evening, and it's almost inching towards midnight, dear viewers. We are back for the game between the under-19 boys taking on the Osmanis. It is Naid Mir, who was the man for the Osmanis with the bat, scoring 65 runs. He's been given the responsibility by the captain Sumon. He starts off with a wide. Nevertheless, the under-19, they have a hill of a task here. 182 to get in 120 deliveries that they'll be facing as a team. And a batting change. Ethan has been promoted up the order. Usually comes a wicket down or a two. And he'll be playing together with the wicket keeper, Kishore. So what these under-19 boys will look to do, or they'll be better at, is the running between wickets. They are athletic, as you can see. They're enthusiastic enough. So the Osmani fielders will have to be on their toes, because any sloppy fielding, a slight delay, and these boys will be rushing towards the other ends and to convert the ones into twos. They would require 9 runs and over, and that's a good appeal. Straying down legs straight away, set by the umpire. So Nahid, in spite of that wide, he's come back well. Looked like plumb, but definitely the arm of the bowler, the angle with which he's bowling, might have cost out in the umpire. But as we are speaking about the doubt, what a shot that was from Kishore. If we have a replay, you could see the swing of the bat. What a way, 6 runs, and it's the first 6. So all of a sudden a good over for the Osmanis. It's turned out to be a good over for the under-19. 7 runs with 2 more deliveries to go. Down the ground, but there's a fielder. So the two men who are outside the 30-yard circle are both on the long off and the long on. Especially the technique with which Kishore bats. He likes to play in the V. One knee down, and that's a cracker, dear viewers. What a batter this boy is. So 12 runs to begin with for the under-19 team. Osmani, as I said, they would not look to take this team, the under-19 boys, with any less chances. So on behalf of the KCC board, we would like to sincerely thank our principal sponsors and partners at KCC for the ongoing domestic and international cricket season 2022 and 2023. FRiENDi Mobile, the title sponsor and naming right partner for the Kuwait national men's team and KCC domestic tournaments men's category. Stag Group, our broadcasting partner and associate sponsor for the KCC T20 Premier League Division B. MEC Study Group, our juniors cricket principal sponsor. Kuwait Swedish, a logistics and cleaning partner. Al-Hafiz Company, print solutions partner. T10 Sports, official clothing and kitting partner. Grand Hyper, food and beverage and refreshment partner. And Kirk's Lab, our digital and tech partner. So Mohammad Mehdi is bowling from the road end, and he's an interesting character. Mohammad Mehdi will not be giving away those odd or the bad deliveries for these two batters to get on him. Likes to bowl a bit straight, wicket to wicket. And especially the danger man, Het Kishore, will be the one that Mohammad Mehdi will look to target. Because if he said he can get it tough for these Osmani bowlers to come on. So there's no man at long off due to courtesy those beautiful and audacious shots that he played against Nahid. So they've kept a fielder in the deep mid wicket and a long on. So too early, the 6 overs will be crucial. Both these batters, Ethan and Het Kishore, will look to get the maximum that they can. So it's very cool out there. It's almost 17 degrees here in Sulaibiya. Especially for the fielders to get their body warm at all times. They need to keep moving here and there, because if they are caught napping, these two batters would look to make the most out of the situation. That's a good looking shot. No one in the deep. The ball is racing towards the boundary. But well fielded by the fielder. He will manage to keep it to under 2. A promising shot and promising talents here. The under-19 boys. And this league, the KCC FRiENDi Mobile T20 Premier League Division B, is proving out to be a good experience for them. Once again, same delivery, same shot. This time it will be a boundary, because it was hit with ferocious power by Ethan. So both these batters getting on a move here and complementing each other. 5 deliveries gone, with a delivery to go, and it's already 8 runs. And that's a wicket. As I told you, Mehdi Hassan is an interesting character. He came back, bowled straight and onto the wickets to see the back of Ethan, who looked dejected. And nevertheless, it's wicket number 1. Have a look at the replay, dear viewers. Back of the hand, a bit slower and full. Ethan couldn't read it. And wicket number 1 departs for the under-19 boys. It's the end of over number 2. They're 21 for 1. So it's the captain, Jay Mahesh Kumar, who will be on the crease after the departure of Ethan Sanjay. So the under-19, they require 161 runs in the next 18 overs. And it's Nahid Mia to continue. Was expensive in the first over. That's a good shot. There was no one at long off. But he did not have the power to go all the way for a boundary. But Het Kishore is definitely looking into some different touch altogether. He's targeting Nahid. He scored 12 runs in his previous over. It's going to be wide appeal, but the umpire will not be distracted. Dear Nahid with that appeal. So if I talk about the stats for Het Kishore, he's played 80 matches and has scored 1,545 runs. And that's why he scores such big. It was in his arc and he smoked it in the air. What lovely batting. This is what we like to see, dear viewers, from these under 19 boys. The reason I'm enthusiastic enough in this commentary box is because I know these talents and I have a lot of expectation from them in the month of February when they play the qualifiers. Because we can beat UAE, we can beat Singapore, and we can beat Malaysia. And definitely we have it within us to make Kuwait proud. And as I speak about them, what a good shot, took it on the full, is Het Kishore. He's dealing in sixes and boundaries and definitely is targeting Nahid. So the pressure back on the Osmani bowlers. They've given away 34 runs and it's still 3 more deliveries left for the over number 3 to get over. But as I come back to my speech again, we can definitely hope that Kuwait will beat UAE, Oman, Singapore, Malaysia, name the country, and he never lets us continue or he never lets us stop, is Het Kishore. A boundary once again under his name, and this over has been already smoked up for 15 runs, 17 runs, slight correction. So the current run rate 14.2 and the required run rate has dropped to under 8.5. The entire dugout is mighty pleased, so is the coach. A good shot. There was the fielding effort, not on point. So the long on is moved towards the cow corner and they have a wideish deep mid wicket. So Mahesh Kumar, the captain. So end of over number 3, under 19, 39 for 1. So I was speaking about the stats, dear viewers, of Het Kishore. He's played 80 matches, he scored 1,545 runs. He strikes at 150 and his highest score in the 80 matches 112. He's been not out 8 times in the 56 innings that he's batted. He's played 80 matches, but the innings that he's played are 56. Scored 1,545 runs. What a young and promising talent this lad is. Scoring 200s as well in those 56 innings that he's played. So Mohammad Mehdi will continue from the road end, and you can see clear pressure. He bowled wide. There's going to be 5 wides, or is it? Yes, it is. Confirmation from the umpire. So not a good way to begin for Mehdi Hassan. And all of a sudden we feel that the under 19 boys can do it. They require 138 in the next 17 overs, and the required run rate is almost 8.1, so almost towards 8. Comes down the ground, slaps hard. But the fielder at the cow corner region making a mockery out of it. So that's a welcome boundary for Het Kishore, and he'll be very, very happy. He's raced on to 31 in just 11 deliveries. So the partnership 21 runs in the next seven deliveries that they have faced together. It would be only one delivery faced by Jai Mahesh Kumar, and the rest all by the wicket-keeper batter Het Bhai, rightly called Bhai within his team. Slower in the air, he picked it up. There was no one back there. Welcome boundary. So he's only dealing in boundaries and sixes is Het Mahesh Kumar. And the energy is being translated from the field into the com box. It's a delight to the eyes. We are at 12 or past midnight. 12:10 as we speak, and pressure. If you count the experience of Mehdi Hasan, definitely is more experienced than Het Mahesh Kumar, or Het Kishore, I beg your pardon. But you could see clear pressure. The over will speak for itself. To begin with 5 wides, a boundary, dot, a boundary, and a wide. So the captain of Osmani, Mr. Sumon, will have to do some serious thinking if they have to find a way to get back into the match. And the only way it looks is to pick up wickets, pick up the wicket of Het Kishore Bhai at the earliest. And one down on his knee, up in the air, the fielder at cow corner. And what a catch this is! Could you believe it? A replay would be very interesting here, dear viewers. He certainly won it for them. This is Rahmat Ullah. Was up in the air a long time. He came running from the cow corner region, took it cleanly, but had to make sure that he doesn't drop the ball. And his captain and the team are mighty pleased with his efforts. Definitely, as I said, if they have to come back into the match, they have to get a wicket, and they got the right wicket of the dangerous batter Het Kishore Bhai. And then comes Saud Mohammed, who's the next batter, and as well as the dangerous man. He played well against the Stack CC, completely outfoxed them. Started slow in the beginning, but once he was set, him and Ethan just took the match away from the Stack CC bowlers and as well as the fielders. So an eventful over this for the Osmani as well as for the under-19. End of over number 4, the under-19 boys 53 for 2. So there's a new bowler who's introduced. It's Mohammad Sajib. It's coming round the wicket. to the captain Jay Mahesh Kumar, who's only faced the delivery. So both these batters are new at the crease. So Mohammad Sajib Mia has played around 36 matches. He's picked up 43 wickets. Economy of around 7, which is very good in consideration that he bowls in a couple of overs inside the power play. So he doesn't give away too many. But what his captain Sumon will require from him is to pick up wickets. The message is clear: get wickets, put the pressure back on these under 19 batters, get the required run rate up. It's 8.1 at the moment, and they still have another 2 overs of power play, or less than 2 overs, 1.4 overs of power play left. The current run rate at one point was touching around 15. It's dropped to 12, courtesy that wicket from Het Kishore. So they will get these quiet overs. The Osmanis, they have to get these quiet overs in between, so to able to break the rhythm of these batters and let them bat under pressure. Again a good shot, a risky run, but there's a misfield from the mid-off fielder. It will result in an additional run. So Mohammad Sajibi begins well. Just 3 runs in the 5 deliveries so far, just the delivery to go. And you will have to thank Mehdi Hassan, who managed to pick up the wicket of Het Kishore and silence the things that were happening in the middle. So play and a miss. It will be end of over number 5. For the under 19 Kuwait, they are 56 for the loss of 2 wickets.
I would like to request to customize sound.
So cheeky by Jay Mahesh Kumar. There was no one back in the deep, and he worked it comfortably on the onside. And Mehdi Hassan is been giving away too many boundaries. He picked up Ethan. He picked up the wicket of Het Kishore. But he's also leaking runs. A good looking shot by Jai Mahesh Kumar. Will it go all the way for a boundary? Yes, it does. So open the face of the bat. A positive sort of a drive. It was scooped up in the air, well over the 30-yard circle. So 2 boundaries for Jai, And he's put the pressure definitely on Mehdi Hassan. Again held back and played at the last moment. He'll get couple of runs. So Jay will look to continue where his partner Hed Kishore Bhai had left. Because he was in some different form altogether this evening. So end of over number 6 for the under 19. They are 67 for 2. So Mehdi Hassan giving away 11 runs in that over that he bowled. And he's given 34 runs in the 3 overs. But picked up those 2 wickets. But at a very costly affair. So the umpire will signal the end of the batting power play or the power play in general. So the bowling team now has 5 fielders allowed to be kept outside the 30-yard circle. They have kept a long on, long off. There's a player going. Again, backward point. They still have 6 fielders though into the 30-yard circle. They can send somebody back. So I just see a backward point. Long on, long off. With the fielder supposed to be deep extra cover, but he's more 3/4 than what his captain would want him to be. So couple of misses for Jay. It's not easy to hit Mohammad Sajib, who's bowling round the wicket. The ball always be going away from him. A good shot, but there's no fielder there, but the backward point fielder is racing. He will prevent them going for a third. But I definitely would prefer that instead of the deep backward point, there is a deep point. Since he's coming round a wicket is Mohammad Sajib, and an easy cut will definitely get to the deep point fielder. And instead of a 2, it can only be a 1. But it's the experienced Mohammad Sumon. Abdul Muttalib, the wicket keeper, couldn't do much today with the bat with an unfortunate run out. But certainly he has a task at hand with the keeping skills that he has. So Sajib bowling quiet overs in the middle, just 4 runs with a delivery to go, and the required run rate now climbing. It will be 8.5 probably at the end of this over. So end of over number 7 for the under 19. They are 71 for 2. There's another bowling change. It is Rajiv Mia, who's the new bowler coming from the road end. He's coming off over the wicket to Jai, who's looked good against Mehdi Hassan. So we look to target Rajiv as well. So Rajiv and Sajib. So Rajiv from the road end and Sajib from the garden end. So at the end of the 10 overs for the Osmanis, they were around 53 to 60 runs in 10 overs, and as we speak, what a good looking shot by Saud Mohammad. He's getting also into the action. Got an easy boundary there, just wide and off, no one back in the deep. Pretty strange captaincy by the Osmani captain Mr. Sumon. He knows that both these batters like to go hard on the offside, and courtesy that shot, definitely there's a deep point now, which I seriously wanted to see instead of a deep backward point. A good throw. It hits the non-striker. Good sportsmanship, not to come back for a second. And that's what we like to see with good cricket, good sportsmanship on display as well. So 6 runs in the 4 deliveries that he's bowled. You can make it what? That would be a good catch if it would have been taken by Mehdi Hassan. Nevertheless, for the under 19 boys, it's a boundary. So I was just about to mention that it's been a good over in terms of what the required run rate is. But this boundary has spoiled it all for the Osmanis. 11 runs. And with the delivery to go. Smart batting. They just got a 4, were above the required run rate and keep it to 12. So at the end of over number 8, the under 19 boys, 84 for 2. They're scoring at almost 10 runs an over, which is very good, as they require 182. Yes, they are signaling what the score is and what the required run rate is. Both these batters have some calculators within their mind. They want to stay in par with the required run rate. So Mohammad Sajib is the man to continue from the road end, garden end, beg your pardon. What we see is a quiet over being bowled by Sajib from the road end, garden end, and expensive overs being thrown from the road end, be it Mehdi Hassan, be it Rajib. Whoever is bowling from the road end is not being able to contain runs in any fashion whatsoever for the Osmanis, and the partnership 32 runs in 27 deliveries. So there needs to be some change in strategy. There he was running. There was never a second there, Jai. He just wanted to come back for a second, but South Mohammed not interested at all. So they survive. They do not need this. They're going steady. They're going play NMS. So very good over. Been bowled by Sajib, 3 runs in the 5 deliveries. He's bowled 2.5 overs, has given away only 11 runs. He's been wicketless though, but what he's done is able to put pressure on the batters so that they can target the other bowlers come to bowl after him. That's how they've got wicket. A good throw, chance at the striker's end. But nevertheless, end of over number 9 for the under 19. They're 88 for the loss of 2 wickets. So what they need, dear viewers, as you see on the screen, brought to you by Shriari, my technical colleague. 94 runs required in the next 66 deliveries. 94 runs in the next 11 overs. Will the under 19 team require to beat the mighty Osmanis? So Rajib to continue, bold and expensive over, 12 runs, couple of boundaries. So he has a deep point, a long on, long off, a deep mid wicket. Looks like the Osmanis have only been keeping 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Yes, they have 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Have they forgotten about this, or is there a strategy for this? Because clearly it is not working though, if there seems to be any sort of strategy. Because to have just 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, it's going out to be costly with the way these two are going about their business. So South Mohammed 15 of 12 and Raji and Jai the captain 23 in 22 deliveries. So they will not look to take it to the end. I will be the under 19 boys. They will look to score as much as possible. See the required run rate now 8.57. They need to get a fielder at deep square leg. If you ask me about the way these two batters go about, there needs to be one at long off, long on, definitely deep mid wicket for Jai and South, and also a deep square leg. If not, a deep extra cover though should be handy, but it all depends on Rajib wants his field and the way he's bowling. As of now, he's managed to keep them quiet without a boundary, but seven runs have been scored in the 5 deliveries. So we are up to the last delivery in this over, and we'll be halfway through the innings. We'll have to see what can the 19 get with this last delivery. to bowl it again. Rajib. So change in bowling is the captain who's brought himself into the attack, Sumon. And he lofted up in the air is Jai, but it will fall in no man's land. So the under 19, they require 81 in the next 59 deliveries. Some of you would say it's an easy task for the under 19. But this is T20 cricket, dear viewers. Couple of wickets and the pressure would shift from the Osmanis to the under 19. But they're going steady are both these batters. Saud Mohammed 20 of 15 and Jai 27 of 25. He's a smart bowler. This is the captain Sumon. What a shot! Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. And that's smoked up by Saud Mohammed, who is very, very intelligent. He will pick up the bowler. He will pick up the delivery that he wants to strike. And the Osmanis, they need to again pick up wickets. Definitely they need to pick up wickets. And every team who comes on to bowl definitely needs to pick up wickets if they have to get a chance to win the match. But Saud Mohammed has been pleasing to the eyes since the time I've seen him play against the KCC and partnership built up with Ethan. Had my eyes going out. What I like about this champ is this cricketer. When he got a 6, he gets a boundary and he respect the good ball after that. So the partnership 54 runs in 41 deliveries, dear viewers. The required run rate now dropping under 8. If they manage to get another run on board, it's going to be required run rate under 8 runs and over. So end of over number 11, the under 19, they are 109 for the loss of 2 wickets. So it's 12:42 here and we're live from Sulaibiya. The weather condition has been beautiful, the pitch is beautiful, courtesy to the facilities manager Robert and as well as the ground support staff led by Mr. Mohan and his team. So as you can see, 73 runs required in the next 54 deliveries. The under 19 team, they think they can get it easily with the way these two batters are going, Saud Mohammed and Jai, the captain himself. It's always too early to predict or to save out anything until we see the last ball being bowled. So was a very good day for the game of cricket. From the international cricket season, India are taking on Bangladesh in a test match cricket. India, after scoring 404, in reply, the Bangladesh, they scored just 150 and all out. India then played to 258 for the loss of 2 wickets and gave them a declaration. So Bangladesh need 471 runs to win in the next 2 days. They are at the moment 42 for no loss. Pujara and Shubman Gill in the second innings for India got both their hundreds. And here it's a boundary for Saud Mohammed. So this champ is already in gear number 3. He wants to go home early. Probably wants to enjoy his weekend on a Saturday. And it's 12:40 here. So the required run rate clearly below 8. And here again, as I said, he's a smart batter. I said in the previous over as well, he'll get that boundary, he'll get the 6, but respect the very next ball that has been bowled to him, will get a 1 and be off strike. And that's what I like to see about this champ. He has a bright future. If he continues to play well and he continues to play aggressive cricket and smart cricket in this league and all the leagues around. And here Jai Mahesh Kumar walked it on comfortably on the onside for a boundary. So Rajiv Mia spoiling all the good work done from the other end by this captain Sumon as well as from Sajib. So Rajiv has given away 10 runs and we still have 2 more deliveries to go. Positive looking shot. So will be the end of over number 12, the under 19, 121 for 2. So it's Mohammad Sumon who would continue. He had given away 9 runs in the previous over. But here definitely he would look to get at least a wicket here and prevent the under 19 team of already flying. The call was for 2. Well sent in the end by Saud Mohammed. Positive shot. Sumon got his leg foot towards it. But still it would have been just the one as we have the fielder there in the deep. Playing and a miss. The Osmanis are in a position that they also cannot control those singles because they will definitely try to try the boundaries, but with the way these two batters are going, as you could see, strong shots down the ground, and it results in a boundary. Could you believe it, dear viewers? It was meant to be stopped for the long on fielder. Suman is disappointed. It's Noor who was there on the onside, the long on region. He couldn't stop it at all. So there's a change in the field. Noor is replaced straight away. He was not too athletic on that occasion, and it results in Sumon having a 4 under his name in this over. And it's 7 runs with a delivery to go. Played it down the ground once again, but there will be a fielder on the offside who will keep it just for a 1. So end of over number 13 for the under 19. They are 129 for 2. So it's Abdul. Cannot be Abdul because Abdul is the wicket keeper. So we'll come back with those correction. It's Al Islam who's the bowler. We'll have this change in that scoring there. It's Al Islam who's the bowler. Up in the air. Will it be taken? No, the fielder extra cover makes a mockery out of it. An easy chance, gone down begging, and Joy survives. He scored 42 runs in the 35 deliveries, and he gets a life. He had given a life earlier in the innings of Osmani to Rahmatullah, and he's getting a life here. So Saud also up in the air, but this will be taken. Yes, an easy catch for Nahid. So Osmani losing their wicket number 3. And Saud Mohammed departs for a well scored 36. So will this wicket turn out to be costly for the under 19? They had Jai and South Mohammed getting that partnership for them, and it is Gautam Pulakkal who's the new batter at the crease. So the required run rate still, however, is under 8. So a welcome full toss for Gautam. Get 2 easy runs. So Al Islam getting the breakthrough for his team. So it's Mohammad Sumon who would continue with the over number 3, and he will begin with a wide. So they do not have more runs to defend are the Osmanis, because the under 19 team, they have been scoring thick and fast. Positive shot for Joy, but the fielder at mid-on will cut it off. Long on, beg your pardon, will cut it off. Inside edge for Gautam Pulakkal. Oh, this could have been close. Tawhidul Islam was at the extra cover, knows it. Could have been close. Good shot, but there's a fielder there and he will take it comfortably. So Joy, he played well, but he would not be there to see his team home. 43 runs in 37 deliveries, and he departs. So have the under 19 team even lost the match? We have to wait and find out, because both the set batters, South Mohammed and Jai Mahesh Kumar, back in the dugout, and Gautam Pulakkal will be the batter with Mohammad Rafiq to make sure that they get the required runs in the next 32 deliveries. We'll have the required run rate and all the stats for you in just a while. But our tech partner, who's ClickSlab, has been getting all of us the update through the application as well. So what it tells us is the under 19, they require 43 runs in the next 32 deliveries, or the next 31 deliveries now. The required run rate is 8.32. So So it is easily achievable provided they do not lose any further wickets from here on and they try to get those 8 runs or 9 runs in an over. That's good running. There was never a 2 there. And the fielder at the deep was caught napping, and that's 2 additional runs, or the 2 valuable runs I would say, for the under 19 at the end of over number 15. They are 141 for the loss of 4 wickets. So they are on par there. They are scoring at 9.4 runs an over, which is very decent. Again, good running. So as I said, the under 19 boys, they are the athletic ones. They definitely like to get those runs thick and fast. They are running for it all. And if the fielder in the deep has been napping, they will make the most of this nap that they have taken. So Al Islam, the wicket taker for them in the previous over, will continue from the road end. He's steaming in with the ball, bowled it full. You only be 1 this time. So they need to get those 2 quiet overs, and everything will then be set for the under 19 boys. Slow ball outside off, never too easy. Good shot, but fielder there at long on. So they're only dealing in singles. I cannot say that the Osmani wouldn't mind, but they would mind because the required run rate is not just 10 or 15. It's under 8 or under 9, beg your pardon. So these singles will always help them. So what they need, the under 19 boys, 34 runs in the next 24 deliveries. At any given day, you can always say it's the under 19 from here, but this is T20 cricket, as I will keep repeating, and as you all know, dear viewers, T20 is always unpredictable. 2 good overs, 2 good balls, couple of wickets, and things can change anytime in the favor of Osmani. They know it very well. The captain Sumon, he's come to the extra cover region towards the combox. Probably would like to hear some of my advices. Play and a miss from the keeper as well. He bowled fast, Sajib. He's coming to bowl his final over. He's given away just 12 runs in the 3 overs that he's bowled. Very decent from the perspective of the game and how the under 19 boys are going about their business. So what does he have, Sajib? He has a backward point, a deep extra cover, a long on, long off, as well as a deep mid wicket. So proper 5 fielders outside 30-yard circle. The best thing for the under 19 would be to look or see off Sajib, because he has his unorthodox way of bowling. Sometimes he'll bowl those wide balls, those wide bouncers, sometimes full. Variation, I would say, is a key for Sajib. And that sloppy walk and good running again. The keeper couldn't collect it cleanly. Beg your pardon for that. And also the bowler, there was no backup, the Toidul Islam wanted to shy at the non-striker's end, but Sajib was not there at the perfect position to back it off. Nevertheless, 2 runs for the under 19 boys. A lot of shouting, lot of cheering, probably shouting to prevent them going for the second. So in spite of not scoring a boundary, they managed to get 6 runs in the 4 deliveries. The required run rate is around 8.5. So they need 2 more or 3 more to be on par with the required run rate. So no risk to be taken. So no actual risk required for the under 19 boys. They can manage to get to that required run or the required runs easily. The partnership 16 runs in 13 deliveries. Unorthodox by Mohammad Rafiq, and in that process he departs. There was never a thing required of him to do that. It was always just run a ball, and in this he manages to get Sajib the final laugh. He'll get a wicket under his name, and he deserves one for the way he's bowled tonight. It will be the end of over number 17 for the under 19 boys. It is 155 for 4. So it's Melrick Surau who's the next batter in, and he has a task in hand. And Gautam Pulakkal, the fielder at backward point, for a moment had a chance, dropped, I would say. So Melrick needs to complement or be with Gautam Pulakkal and try to see off his team home. And he can do it. He believes, the team believes that he can do it, because they do not require much in the next 16 deliveries that they have to face together to get to 182. Slow ball. We are 1 easily. They're looking for the second. What a good running. The fielder, the bowler himself couldn't collect the ball cleanly, or Melrick could have been sent packing back home. And the message between the two is clear that Gautam would look to get more of the strike because he's been there since 13 deliveries. He's faced a lot, assessed the conditions well, and he would look to do most of the scoring as Melrick is just new at the crease. Fuller delivery, the fielder at long on will take it. So Gautam Pulakkal departs. That's an anti-climax. Naid with the catch again. Yes, that's winter season for you, getting you that burn after a catch. It was slower in the air for Al Islam. And what a good catch by Naid. Never easy running forward. So there are two new batters, Haider and Sarao. Melrick Sarao it is. And big responsibility on the shoulders of both these batters to see their team home. 159 for 6. So stay tuned, dear viewers, for the next 14 deliveries. So they'll need 22 runs in the next 13 deliveries, and things will get difficult from here on. If they do not manage to get a boundary in this ball, and Melrick does it, yes, what a shot, and that's a boundary. So things will be easy, if not difficult. As I said, without this boundary, things would have looked difficult, but yes, the end of over number 18, they are 164 for 6. So what's more required, dear viewers? The stats will be coming up very soon. So it will be 18 runs in the next 12 deliveries. Can they get that? There's a change in bowling. We'll have to see who's the one to bowl from the garden end. Looks like it's the captain himself, Sumon, or is it Nahid? Who's the one that will come? Looks like it's the captain, Sumon. So the equation very simple: 18 and 12, 9 runs and over. And if the under-19 boys manage to win this, that would be a very, very famous victory. And it would be a hard loss for the Osmanis. They have not been able to win any match so far in this season. A good stop by Sumon. Well applauded by his teammates. Yes, he got that heat on his legs. The current run rate, 9 runs, doesn't matter these run rates anymore. They need 18 in 11. So the equation will be 18 in 11. 18 in 10. Haidar, you cannot do that, bro. Informally, if I have to address him, Haidar, you have to go back at the non-strikers end, get bat to ball, get the Melrick on strike. Melrick backing up, way too forward. Yes, he's disappointed. He will go up to Haider. Will give him that piece of advice to get bat to ball and be off strike, and let him do the hitting. It would add unnecessary pressure on the non-striker as well. But for Osmani, they have done well. 3 dot deliveries. Still 18 runs to get. And finally, he played sensibly. He will get just a 1. So the equation 17 of 10. 17 of 10. All depends on the way Melrick bats. There's a lot of cheering out in the dugout of the under-19 team. They believe in this champ. They believe in Melrick. And he will be the one to get them home. Shot, pulled on the onside. And there's a fielder there to cut it off. So the captain bowling a very good spell. Say a captain's bowling innings, if I have to call it. Just 2 runs. Gonna be wide. Yes, that's welcome runs. So 15 in 7. 15 in 7. Can he contain it with a dot ball? Is Sumon, or will he go for a boundary? That's heaved, but it's just a 1. They're coming back for the second. Is Melrick, and he will get there. That sloppy work by the bowler, Sumon, the captain. And good thinking from Melrick. He's smiling. You can see the beautiful smile there on his face, because they now require 13 runs in the next 6 deliveries. 2 hits and they will be home. But if they consume 2 more dot deliveries, pressure would definitely come back to haunt them. So very interesting it will be. Mehdi Hassan, who was the experienced bowler so far in this innings, 34 runs given in the 3 overs that he's bowled. He's picked up a couple of wickets though, but it would not matter. Whatever his stats read up until this over, he has to prevent 13 runs in the next 6 deliveries. He starts off with a full toss. Melrick couldn't make much use of it. They're coming back for a second. It's going to be run out. Yes! Given clearly. Haider was short of his crease since he had to bring back Melrick on strike, and in the process he departs. So the equation 12 of 5. 2 sixes from Melrick, and the victory is done for the under-19. But things do not go the way it sounds. So Mr. Sarao, play and miss. So 12 and 4. 12 and 4. The under-19, they were just close, but looks like yet too far. If only Jai could have prevented his wicket from falling right in the end. Again, play and a miss. And Melrick is disappointed himself. His companions, his colleagues are shouting from the dugout, cheering him up. They know 2 good deliveries, or 2 bad deliveries from the Osmanis. 2 good hits from Melrick. We'll see them. Oh, that's a good one. The first of it. Is it going to be a boundary or a 6? We'll have to wait for the confirmation. That's a boundary. So still they require 8 runs in the next 2 deliveries. So 2 fours or a 1-6 and a boundary is mandatory. So change in field. Long off, the mid off drops back to long off, and the deep mid wicket is brought back into the 30-yard circle. There's a fielder at deep extra cover, deep cover, long on, and a cow corner. Down the ground, Melrick will come back for the second. He's running hard. Yes, he has to throw at the non-striker's end. That's out. But nevertheless, they get that one valuable run on the board. You could see there, Melrick always wanted to come for the second. The throw ideally should have been towards the keeper's end. But you have to give kudos to Mehdi Hassan. He picked up the ball cleanly. It's never too easy in the pressure situations. So you can say that 1-6 and the match will end with a tie. Up in the air. It will fall just short. They would take 2 runs. That's a wicket again at the non-striker's end. So it's the end of 20 overs and Osmani, they've managed to get the better of the under-19 boys who were close but yet too far from the runs required. The first win on board for the Osmanis, dear viewers. What a match we have had. We'll have the summary in a short while. But you have to compliment both the teams. Osmani, the match summary. They won the toss, elected to bat first, scored 181 in the 20 overs, courtesy to Nahid Mia, 65, Rahmatullah, 36, a blistering 36 in 16 deliveries. Noor Ahmed, 17 in the bowling department for the under-19. Faisal Kherada, 2 for 33. Janat Lange, 1 for 40. And in reply, the under-19 were just too short. Jai Mahesh Kumar, 43 in 37. Saud Mohammed, 36 in 25. And a blistering innings from Ed Kishore by 35-15. The bowlers, Mohammad Mehdi, picked up 2 wickets but gave away 41 runs. And Al Islam, 2 wickets for 22. So Osmani won by 5 wickets. And this will be the end of this match. The points table looks like the NCM top of the club 7, Season Challengers 6, Royal Kings with 6 points, Cochin Hurricanes 6, GAT at 5, Bangladesh Royals at 4, and the Kuwait Nationals have not won so far. So the Group 2, Scorpions Kuwait 12, Shahid Bhagat Singh 6, Stack CC 6 points, the Kannur Royals 4, Under 19 Kuwait 4, and Osmani getting their first win with 3 points. So dear viewers, that's the end for this match. Stay tuned with us tomorrow. It's an important match between the NCM Sporting Club and Season Challengers, wherein Season Challengers would look to get those 2 valuable points if they have to beat the others in that point table. So that's it from the com box, dear viewers. Me and my colleague Shri Hari signing off for today. Thank you and have a good night.